Oh, come on, you Then these two not fitting at all, and then this one just...
Alright then, next step to get this show on the road is the kitchen counter under storage, which I've chopped up the wood for, or at least the first part of it, the framing. So, here you go. All of this, by the end of this video, will be covered. And you will not see this mess. Doesn't mean it's not going to be there, but you will not see it. Alright, so I have designed roughly what we want to have here. However, as we're building, we're going to be designing and redesigning around things like this. I want things like this to fit under here. What do I do to make that happen? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the legs of the kitchen counter. Now, if you recall, many months ago, when we installed the kitchen counter itself, we tried to do a floating kitchen counter. However, that didn't work. It was wobbling like there was no tomorrow. So, if I were to remove this, there you go. So it's not sturdy enough. Obviously, right now it's being held up by one bracket, but it wasn't that much different with two. So what we need to do is install some legs, which is what these things are right here. And we're gonna use these to help us then construct the shelving and anything that we want to put. So on rails, so our drawers. But anyway, so that's where we're gonna start, and then we'll see where it takes us. So that's stage one complete. The legs are there, the counter is no longer bouncing, it's not going anywhere. Now, I want a shelf here because I have books and stuff that I want to bring in, and I want them visible, and also I want one of these to fit under there. So that gives me the height of the shelf right there. Okay, well this is relatively straightforward. After that we're gonna do the drawers. And they will take a bit more finagling. I've never made drawers before, though I've never done most of the things I've done in this van build, so I guess that's not news. So I was planning to hold this with L bracket, so L bracket down here, so basically on each leg there'll be an L bracket for each corner and the middle. So I need to get the right height for each L bracket, screw the L bracket, pop the shelf on. How does one lose a bright yellow pencil? Multiple times. Ah, that's how you sit on it. Right, so here is the plan as it stands. Just a quick glimpse. This is as far as I know. Got the drawer. So the next thing we should do is we need to cut the side backing, the trim and the barrier, and that will finish off these sides here, and it'll give us a barrier so we can start piling on things without falling. Then we're gonna start on a drawer, and that is what I know so far.
awkward to do drawers and under kitchen cabinet counter things. I do not feel sorry for plumbers and such that have to do this in houses. There are more space in houses though. So we need to measure where the rail things are going to go on these legs, but because the distance between each one is slightly different by 1 millimeter or 2, we have to measure each one individually.
Yeah. So here is my super duper diagram that we're measuring by. So we have pillar 1, 2 and 3. So pillar 1, 2 and 3, and we are having that many drawers. So what we're doing now is, so we've measured drawer 1 and 2
on pillar 1.
On pillar 1, but pillar 2 needs to be shared between the two sides.
Yeah. So
we need to make sure that the distance is the same. So while he's crouching in there, I am leisurely on my nice hanging chair here.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay.
This is the sketching person's chair.
I'm on the just doing it phase. But there you go, you got your cut lines.
See, I'm helping. Get up. By the way, this t-shirt is available on our merch store if you like it.
Are you able to do that? I need to go and edit a video. I'm off.
Hi. Should probably tidy that.
As I said, I'm off. Bye.
How mean. Right, so here is our starting point for our drawers. A lot of pieces of wood. The way we're going to build these drawers is I'm going to try out a method I saw in my research done by Anna White. I believe she's from Canada. She has a YouTube channel. I'll leave a link down to the video I'm thinking of down below. But basically we're going to try and build the drawers sort of in reverse. So instead of building the box of the drawer first, we're going to start with the runners and mount the runners first and then get our dimensions for the drawer. And the reason I wanted to try out that method is because these rails are quite fiddly to basically align and position. There's so many holes and so many lines that you have to basically align, and doing it in this reverse from the railway, it means that we can do a lot of the mounting outside from, so not underneath the counter. We can put things together and then mount it underneath a little bit easier, or so I think, because I haven't done this before. I'm just trying it out, and how successful it's going to be, we're about to find out. Right.
Does that move? Is that solid?
That's solid enough.
Alright.
Okay, so now the front of this needs to match with the front of the wood. Because if you see here, technically that has to start in slightly further in. So now, there you go.
Wow.
There you go.
To the millimeter.
Yeah, and then that's the back.
Yeah, and that is the length of the wood. We're in.
One
down. How many have we got to do? 7? 8? 6? 6 more, I think. Alright, let's crack. Well, there you go.
I'm 100 years old.
Excellent. Ha. So they don't touch. None of them touch. So that's those two, and then we've got 1, 2, and 3. Whew. Yeah. Now that those are in, we've taken the measurements of the back and the front, so we've cut those pieces out so we know what that is. So we've essentially got the skeleton of the box. So we actually need to take off these pieces now, but we don't want to take off the rails since they're perfectly aligned. So if we just, where are the screws? There and there. Then we can just actually take off the wooden piece.
Remember, draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes. Let me get a pencil.
Please don't change the labeling midway through the process. Oh, that was graceful, I know. Right, they're painted. This is our drawers in their many, many pieces. Okay, so been a few days since you last saw me. I've showered a few times since then, which I'm sure everybody's glad to know now that lockdown's over. And what's happened in that time is I painted all the pieces the colors that I wish them to be. So that's not painted. That's the back of the drawer, so it doesn't need to be painted. Those are the bases of the drawers, and these are the sides of the drawers. Okay, so the next thing to do is to put the drawers together with glue. If I can get your attention down here, so this is the base of the drawer. So that's the front of a drawer, the side, that's the other side, and the back of the drawer is here. Right, there you go. Did you get the idea? Right. So as you see, we've done a groove all around on each side, and what's supposed to happen is this slots in here, and then slots in there.
This is going to be a feat of engineering watching you do this by yourself.
Yeah, I know. And then stay. What do you even think about it?
That one slots in there. So the little grooves catch on the 3mm base, so everything just kind of slots in to each other.
So this is what we're going for, and this is one that
we made earlier. Well, actually, the last piece is just drying at the moment.
Yeah, so we've just stuck the back on, and we decided to try and use the pots, the paint pots, to try and basically get some weight on them. And I'm glad to say that it's working, because it takes about 25 minutes for the glue to stop moving about. So somebody has to hold it in place.
Steady in place,
yeah. And strictly speaking, I don't recommend you do that if you do drawers or sticking glue often.
Yes. Alright, so whilst that one's drying, we can... do we need to glue that? Is it alright as it is?
Yes.
Fine.
Oh, let me open my drawer. I suppose this is one way to open it. You can reach in.
Yes, exactly. Alright, let's stick this one in. So, prognosis update on the drawers. As you can see, some of them are in, and this one is working beautifully. Coming out, it is coming all the way out. It's soft closes. It's flush on both sides, fitting excellently, not catching anywhere at all. The other 4 drawers, well, this one is a little bit catching here, as you can see by the lack of paint on the side. It doesn't want a soft close. Kind of gets stuck and you have to push it in a little bit. Then these 2 not fitting at all. They're both too wide. And then this one, have no idea what's happening. It fits in, but it's like sticks out here and is flush there. Since we've already painted these and stuck these together, we can't really disassemble them to reduce the width. So I think we're going to have to use a combination of the sander, the table saw, maybe the multi-tool to kind of chisel out just a little bit off the width of the ones that are not fitting. We'll catch up with you once they're trimmed and painted again. Ah, no. Cheers. Yeah. Alright. Okay, let's roll. Let's go.
Hello, Jules. I'm sorry we have to mutilate you. You look so beautiful.
Oh, come on, you
You're right under there.
What?
I said, are you alright under there?
No! They're not going in straight. They're not closing. Look, they catch. Ow! Ha! The middle one
Still doesn't.
just...
Our frame is twisting. It's ever so slightly twisting. It's out of alignment right there. So if we just twist that and brace it, and brace it here, so we need another L bracket here, and brace it into place, that might fix this one, I hope.
Forward!
Please tell me that did it.
If you hold that there,
Hold what?
I want to shut the drawer and see if that does anything.
You want to shut the drawer? You do realize that my hands are there.
See,
Oh, come on.
still doesn't even fix it. It's still completely wonky.
Didn't do anything.
No, didn't do anything.
I will have this drawer straight.
Don't worry, there's one more drawer after this.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, my back hurts.
What kind of washer do you want?
One that fits. Come on.
Alright, give it a close.
Oh, nearly. See? Nearly.
That's the nearliest nearly we've had.
They're a little bit better. Oh. Other than more washers, so we got my dad to have a look at them. And
A
he...
civil structural engineer for our drawers.
And I gave a warning that I'm not redoing them and I'm not gonna take them out. So we have concluded obviously it's nothing straight, but we think that the back, at least on this one, most likely on this one as well, that the framing is obviously not entirely straight and the back is ever so slightly tighter. And the rails are ever so slightly not parallel. I think it's minute, and obviously because it's such a tight space, it's incredibly difficult to measure, and which we did a lot. I don't know how much of that we filmed. I'm pretty sure we have record and proof that we measured.
The other problem is if we're moving it like minutely by a millimeter, the way that you move the screws will want to go into the old holes. You can't really make a new hole a millimeter along.
The next thing really to do is, other than carrying on with washers, which we're probably gonna run out of space for eventually, we have to like chamfer the frame so we can push the back of the rail
more sideways,
more that way, so it'll become more parallel. Literally by a few millimeters.
So
I don't know what to do. We've spent so much of our life on these drawers,
and they're better than they were.
They're better than they were.
Fixed. They all open and close fine. It's just when they
and this drawer is no longer pivoting on this axis. It's just pivoting on this axis. So I don't know. I don't really want to chamfer the frame. Can we live with wonky drawers?
Well, if we can't fix it, we can cover it up.
I suppose. How can I camouflage this so it looks decent? I mean, it all looks nice like this, honestly. Just gluing this rope to the wood itself, not the drawer. Yeah. On the side, not on the top. I was just.
As long as the drawers can still open.
I don't know, though. I did kind of like it clean as well. I mean, if this just bloody.
The other thing that we could do is we could have a latch here, and when this drawer's shut, just latch it closed and push it in. That's the only other thing that I've thought of.
Okay, I think next time I'm going to decide to do a drawer unit. I am not going to pick a design that requires all the drawers to be aligned. Because here, like, the reason you can see the wonkiness is because, you know, some of them are straight, some of them are not. And they're right next to each other, and the gap is supposed to be uniform, which it's not really. So if there was like, you know, a gap in between or something, like individual drawers, I can probably do individual drawers just fine.
Nonetheless, Here we are.
You know, we could also buy drawers next time.
We could buy drawers.
Though this this unit is quite narrow, and I don't think and I don't think that we would have been able to find drawers this thin and this deep.
We could modify IKEA drawers, can't we?
Push that in.
Oh. Ha! Fixed!
We're gonna have a mark there, but
Oh.
who cares?
Okay. I think that's a good place to end this video after 3 months of work.
It's been 3 months, has it? June.
Well, hold on,
We have a note underneath on the bottom shelf when we started. Was that June?
Yeah, June the 6th.
June the 6th.
And it's now September 23rd. So June, July, August, September. 3.5 months.
Oh, it looks so uniform. Look at that, guys. Our drawers are perfectly straight. Voila. We can move on with our life.
Oh, that was a good idea. That
Excellent.
worked. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. I did not have to chamfer the frame. Oh, 3 months. Just, you know, that moment where you can finally move on with your life and not think about your drawers. Do you know that feeling?
These are proper metal as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even care that it's going to ruin the paint job. I don't care. I'm just going to painting's much easier than chamfering. Bye. Thanks for coming. See you next time. I wonder what we're doing next time.
Not
I think it might be the
drawers.
deck. I think it might be the desk. I think we'll finish the desk.
Oh.
That's also been maybe for a month going on.
Can I just say... Oh.